Okay, welcome to the last board meeting in 2025 on December 17th at 6:46 p.m. I call the meeting to order, and we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, and then we'll move on to roll call. Present.
Vice President
I know everybody always says something.
Present.
Treasurer Gwendolyn New.
Present.
Secretary Carrie Francis, present. Trustee Becky Nair.
Present.
Trustee William Monfort.
Present.
Director April Stevenson and Assistant Director Amy Roden are also in attendance.
Okay. Do we have anyone who would like to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve the agenda as written.
Okay, do I have a second?
A second.
Becky, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so that's 5 yes votes. We have no public to comment tonight. And we have no presentations, right, April?
Correct.
Okay. Would someone like to move to approve the minutes from the last meeting?
I have a comment on.
Okay, go ahead.
Go. On the approval of the agenda on the minutes, there were only 4 votes. But everybody was present?
I think that was my problem.
Yeah.
I started saying 4 the
Yeah.
first couple votes. So that's me, Carrie.
Okay,
Yeah, so it was 5.
okay,
Apologies.
that's it.
Okay. So it's everything before officers' reports. So we're moving to change the minutes, amend the minutes to read 5 votes. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah,
Yes,
however you guys want to write that up as a motion, but
Well, I can't
or
make a
just
motion,
friendly.
so
I'll make the motion to amend the November meeting of the White Lake Library Board of Trustees. Under approval of the agenda, the motion should have been recorded as carried with 5 yes votes.
Also be here.
And then
Eric, you're
also
seconding?
for the approval of the minutes, I'm sorry, that was approval of the agenda. The approval of the 2 sets of minutes, the motion should have been listed as carried as 5 yes votes rather than 4 yes votes.
So that's smart to me.
I second the motion.
Eric. All in favor for both the motions?
Aye.
All right.
Thank you for catching that one.
No, 5 yes votes.
You were gonna do it again.
I was just being funny, sorry.
So motion to approve the new agenda as amended?
We just did.
Was it the, that was part of the, the old,
overall motion?
those are the 2 changes in the minutes, yeah. All right,
Said approved as amended, correct?
Yes.
we're approved as amended. All righty, so as far as officer reports go, I don't have anything, so happy almost New Year. And happy holidays. Do you have anything to add, Eric?
Also have nothing to add.
So I just want to make sure all the board members are aware that Eric's having surgery on Monday and I'm having a procedure on Monday. And I'm so glad that I can embarrass him and tell you all this on the record.
Because you both are?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
No.
I just, I had made an inquiry and he had confirmed, and I just thought
Okay.
we should all know when there's a board member under anesthesia in case they need someone to step in as the vice president.
Well, we got travels again.
Yeah. All right. Secretary, did you have anything, Carrie, you want to add?
Sure.
Okay, and then when are you doing the treasurer's report tonight?
Yes, I am.
The floor is yours.
Okay. So, everyone looks at the general fund balance sheet. We, this was for November, so we won't see the finals for, the year until next month. However, I think that we're in, great shape and, done a very, very good job at the budget this year. So we'll talk about that again next year. And then, in your packet also is the, out of bills that were paid in November. And if there's no comment, I'm gonna make a motion in a second. I'm gonna make a motion to accept the November bills as presented for payment.
Right?
And we have no CDs that are due in February, so I don't have any.
Nothing to talk about there.
Need a vote on
I
that.
need a vote on the motion that you make, Gwen. And Carrie, you seconded it?
Yes.
Okay, so all in favor?
Aye.
Right? 5 yes votes.
That's a good treasurer's report.
All right, thank you, Gwen. April?
Has some nice lists. Reports. The Becky was kind enough to email me some a wonderful comment. She was at the party. And here they love the app. They can see all of the items that their kids have checked out, which is a wonderful aspect of it to track others. So that we all know how it is when our kids are checking out, 20, 30 minutes. Well, then kids phones and it's like, oh my gosh, and you want to get everything returned. So it's a great way to check on things and see exactly what the little ones are looking at.
Can I ask a question about that? So you have to, when you do your app, you have to link their.
You link their accounts.
Thank you. Because I had some questions about like teens checking things out. And I thought I answered it well, but I could have added that the parent could add, yes, link their child's account and see what they're checking out.
Yes, I have all three of our cards on my account, and then I can see all together what everybody has checked out.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Is there something in the database that shows there's a relationship between you and the person you're adding to see, or is it just
In Carl, in our soft and Teal.
whatever it's talking to? Like, could I, if I wanted to know what Gwen was checking out, could I add her to my app?
You would need her library card and her pen.
That was it. Okay. Oh, you have to have the
Yes.
pin too? Okay. All right. I was just curious.
That would be between you.
Good question.
Okay, but if I did
want
have
to
that,
see what I'm reading,
if I did have,
boring.
I did have that information, that's how you could do it. So there's nothing that's checking that, oh yeah, you do have a relationship with this child. It's that you had their information. Okay, and it includes a pin. Okay.
Yes, and they also said that they also like the items in the Idea Lab. So thank you very much. She made one. As far as we've got very nice. Drake, Casey, and Mason. So that was really nice. They come every Monday to the library, so we're very happy about that. Stephanie received very nice thing, things for all you do here and added to the Liz Rockford meetings, happy holiday. You can take a look at that. This beautiful family card
Oh, so
that was sent out.
Aw.
Oh, you can, oh, here, that's it. Is that our little guy that had his first birthday here?
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Thank you from White Lake Historical Society. Then, and of course, more donations to our friends at Oakland County Shelter. And then the staff and some of the board members took part in our annual giving to the Susan G. Komen breast cancer. And so there's the thing from that.
Wonderful.
Director's report. So happy to say that we added a fire extinguisher to the Idea Lab.
That's a good idea.
You would, yeah, you would think so. One thing about this laser engraver compared to one that I worked with.
Speaking of fires, the one.
No, they do set on fire.
That you cannot start that laser engraver without it being shut. So that in and of itself is a huge safety factor. But I still think it's important to have. As I mentioned to some of you, Ancestry is now available for public use at the library. Access is in library only. You can use it on our public computers, or if you are on our Wi-Fi, you would be able to
Really, I was gonna ask you that.
get access to it.
So you could bring your own laptop in and fabulous.
Yeah. You may or may not know that, TLN's, or ILS has a, cloud component that is still being worked on. The staff are working on it. It's called Carl Connect. And one of our clerks wrote some nice, easy to understand directions for coworkers. So thank you to Via for that. One of our cert clerks, Patricia, she's got to move. For some reason, her and her husband are moving an hour away, and so she had to resign. We're very sad to see her go. If you know Patricia,
Yeah.
we wish her the best. The good news about that is we were able to hire a new clerk fairly quickly, and it turns out that she was previously an intern. So there's OCC has it's kind of like a library tech program, which she was about, and we offer for them to do internships here, and we all loved her. Her name's Taylor, and so she's actually coming to work and fill that position in January. So the whole staff is extremely excited.
Great. Okay, good.
Marketing communications, so social media down just a bit. Mobile laptop. You drove by. And notice the outdoor electric sign is officially done.
Can we go back to circulation? What are you doing for it says beginning changes for middle school nonfiction.
Yeah, so those are just some changes to how they are stickered and where they're put in the collection.
Okay.
So it's strong and making it easier for our see.
Okay, thanks.
So outdoor electronic sign was placed and done. Thank you to building committee for the work that they did to find a company, and to Blue Water for getting that done. They've been fairly easy to work with as far as getting that.
It really looks fabulous. It's amazing. I was shocked when I came around the phone.
Yay.
It's so much easier to read.
Okay, is it, I didn't
It is.
look, I
So
was worried
pretty.
about getting in here.
I'm sorry.
so.
Oh my gosh.
Your way up to.
Yes,
Okay.
it's really beautiful. And I would love the fact, there's two things that April was saying. One, all of our holidays are now already pre-programmed in it. And they'll go out several days, the
Prior.
notification. And one side can say have one,
Oh,
and the
okay.
other can have something else going on.
okay.
We can get real funny with that.
So they flip back and forth? Like when you're driving, you see this, I drive back, I look in the review to say something different.
Yeah,
Funny,
yeah.
Right.
Try
Maybe
to
it was
look in,
saying
yeah.
like Michigan State or Michigan or something like that.
Go blue, go green.
Right.
Go away, coach.
So, yes, it was a long time coming, but it really looks fabulous.
And big thank you to Heather and David and Amy for helping work with some of the vendors on basic projects. Some comments. We had a staff member mention that a patron called to ask whether we had a graphing station this year, which we do. And the patron was just so excited she was almost in tears. She has a very odd-shaped presence and a very small kitchen table. So she was very excited to help use a big table there. If you haven't had a chance, I don't normally mention this. I do tell you who the display case usage is, but you may want to check out the used glass art.
It is phenomenal.
It's beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
I gotta say, it's really, really something else. So,
It-
and that is
It's very noticeable as you walk in the door.
very nice.
Her artwork is gorgeous.
Very might have to grab it from someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, same meetings type stuff for me. We had Johnson Controls out to fix a communication issue with the controller and the staff switch on. They came in one day and it was just plummeting. It was just freezing. So they were very on top of it and got it. I was concerned it was going to be a dead controller, but it was not. And so I think we had basically had like a power blip. And so that kind of did it.
Okay.
Friends held their December book sale, 3rd through the 6th. I will get the final amount to you on that soon. They hosted their crafts again and shared information of this farms through lighting. Very cold. Very cold. Our staff, Emily attended it as well, and so she passed out some goodie bags to people there. So that was fun.
Did everybody in the board get notified about the program they're doing with the Christmas tree?
I think I got you.
To vote for a Christmas tree? To vote on it?
No votes.
I saw it at the meet and greet. Yeah.
Okay, so one of our people on the Friends of the Library board, she decorated a tree and it's nonprofit. And if you vote on these, there's like 10 places in Pontiac in Oakland County that did these trees. And anyways, whoever gets the most votes receives $500
Grant or something.
and whoever gets second is $250.
Oh,
So-
wow.
So if you haven't voted,
So where's our tree at? Where's their tree at?
it's
Right.
It's at, there's a
Yeah,
place.
it's
in
a
Pontiac
Pontiac.
that you just go online.
Oh, so there's all
Yes.
kinds of trees.
yes,
All there, okay.
yes.
Time.
Yeah, if you'd send the link out. So I've bugged everybody I meet to vote.
I don't know that they have a way of counting how many times you vote, because they said it was like, it's on your honor that you only vote once.
It asks you at the bottom.
If you,
You
okay.
say that
You have to put
okay.
your name in there.
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming people will be honest about putting their name in there.
If people are stuffing a ballot box, they're probably gonna need another name.
You would hope for something like this.
You could add my 3 pets,
Okay, we received materials for the Great Mission Reads program this year. It's a book club kit, which is everything I learned in a Chinese restaurant by Curtis Chen. Great book, highly recommend. The Huron Valley Schools Food Services wanted to celebrate their team this year. And so they got some personalized tumblers, and they asked us if they could get them engraved, and we did. And so they were absolutely thrilled. You'll see how they kind of turned out. I know that's black and white there, but the names turned out fabulous and they just loved them. The best part is that we put in a little piece of paper on the inside of every tumbler that said it was made at the White Township Library in the Idea Lab with a QR code to all everything that's in the Idea Lab. So it was a great.
So these were engraved.
Yes.
Wow.
That's great.
So, yeah, big thank you to, for, Amy worked with that. She helped to get it going. Emily engraving, Maria engraving, just a lot of people, but that.
So if a patron wants to use the engraver, they have to have a staff person
Correct.
with them.
It's that level. That's a
Okay.
level. There's certain levels in there that some things you can just go in and use.
Mhm,
Some things you can get a little bit of help, like I don't know how to use this,
mhm,
but once I do know how to use it, you can use it.
mhm.
And then there's some things that are just all the staff have to use them.
Okay.
Okay, youth and teen services, during November scavenger hunt, extremely popular, 203 kids there.
Wow.
And we had a patron donate a box of diapers for our emergency stash. She was in a while ago and needed a diaper and was so grateful we had supply to use. And I'm gonna say something about that. I think that that's fabulous that we have those, because I was just at my daughter-in-law's graduation and Dad forgot to bring in the diaper bag to the breastfeeding center. And they didn't have anything like that. And so I quickly said, well, you might want to. It's very nice. Okay. National Time Signal, I mentioned before that we had to move away. AT&T was kind of forcing us to move away And so we now have that IP dialer and everything is connected. And
Okay.
now doing it as financial segment. TLN IT consultants.
So what happens if we lose power?
So we have a 24-hour battery backup.
Okay, that's what I thought you would say. Thank you.
They installed updates on the public computers and added Ancestry to the public desktop. So a lot going on there.
Okay.
Staff. November was kind of low.
So I have one more question on your direct, because I'm thrilled that you have Ancestry. What's our status on Wall Street?
Still a little up in the air.
Okay,
Still investigating.
okay. Because I actually came in here to read the hard copy the other day and it was like 3 weeks old.
Yeah, we're having a little bit of an issue there too. So that we're also in the middle of that.
Okay,
Fixing all that.
okay.
So April, real quick question on the sign. Did they have any issues?
There was a couple of issues, but they got through pretty quickly, and successfully.
Because I think, did we discuss that they put in a little overreach?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so they were more technical software stuff?
right.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In fact, actually, they said it was gonna take most of the day for the physical installation, and it did not take most of the day,
Nice.
so. Yeah, so like I said, November was down. I mean, we are closed for a few days from there, but still a little less. Other ones.
What's our stats right now? How many registered cards do we have? Patrons do we? Do you know?
Overall, I have to look that up. But
I'm curious about how many White Lake patrons we have versus how many people are actually residents.
yeah, usually covers 30%.
Right,
So
I know it did last. Okay,
I'm pretty sure
it'd be nice to know for next month.
to see if so I'm about to start. I'm doing TSLR currently, and then I've already started state aid. So I'll be looking at the 2024 numbers. For annual report, I'll look at 2025 probably in a couple weeks. to
Okay,
start.
yeah, it'd be nice to know in January.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Otherwise, yeah, that's my.
Thank you.
Thank you, April. William, do you want to do the building committee?
Yeah, I can do the building.
Okay.
committee, Sure. So Monday, December 8th, 2025 at 4 p.m. we met via Zoom. We talked about the assigned fund balance, capital improvement plan. Quite a bit of discussion went on that. I asked, how much of the capital improvement plan applies to the building committee versus being more of an administrative or finance matter. We'll discuss those issues. 2025 building committee goals. The technologies was going to be out at that time, we were told, and we completed the week of the 15th. So here we are today, and that's what Tracy said. 2026 building committee goals. We reviewed and confirmed the list of upcoming projects for 2026, including the following: generating quotes, painting the building, parking lot seal coating crosswalk, a carpet and furniture cleaning, and then youth information desk wall. We are meeting, the next meeting is Monday, January 12th at 4 p.m. via Zoom.
Okay, great. Becky, are you doing
Yeah.
finance committee?
Finance Committee met Wednesday, December 10th at 4 p.m. We reviewed the 2025 budget updates, some of the amendments that were needed. And we looked at the template for the 6-month basic budget that we would need for a bare bones budget. We reviewed the CDs and got an update on the Chase CD. We're still waiting for the confirmation on Chase on that. The capitalization policy update, we received the new capitalization policy from the attorney, which is now under review by our accountant. Capital improvement plan review, we looked at the spreadsheet. We would like to use a spreadsheet provided by the Rochester Hills Public Library for our capital improvement plan. 2026 Finance Committee goals, millage updates. We reviewed the verbiage similar to 2022 police millage example, and we have sent it to the former library director for review. Our next meeting is Wednesday, January 14th at 4 p.m.
All right, Eric, have you got policy committee?
I do. We met Tuesday, December the 2nd at 5 p.m. Committee reviewed an attorney provided waiver for our library of things collection, which we'll be covering in new business tonight. We'd like to add that as an addendum to policy 2G for the Idea Lab. We also got feedback from the attorney, and we need to review all the information before we present a final version for the board review for the patron behavior policy update, which we will be talking about under old business, under section updated 5A, that is. And then the attorney also reviewed our capitalization policy that our accountant had provided, and rather than giving us edits to it, he gave us an entirely new policy to review, which we have to send back to the accountant for review. So I have them sort of talking between the two of them. We did not get to the naming rights policy from the attorney or the list of potential library policies, so we will be saving those for January.
Okay. All right.
And our next meeting, by the way, is January 6th at 5 p.m.
Okay. As far as the strategic planning committee, we just met Monday and talked about what we were going to do for the year 3 goals that are listed in the policy currently. And we'll talk about it some more in the January meeting. And we talked about pushing out another 3 years.
Pushing out the 3-year plan out for the.
Right.
Find 4, 5, and 6. Is there any of the 4 legs or the 4 areas that we want to focus more on, or are we done with any of them? Do we need new ones? So that's basically what we're thinking about, and we're going to review in January.
Okay, great.
Okay. Alrighty, and where we're at right now is in there too. Do you want to look at it and see what the latest action's been and what the docket for year 3?
Getting thinner.
Yeah. All right. So who is leading the discussion on this millage proposal here?
We skip the match.
I thought we were
What?
gonna look at this in a little bit.
Oh, I thought we were gonna do it in January. I'm sorry. Did I?
You know
misread
what?
the-
You did say that.
Did I misread? Do you want to?
No, we said
No.
it started long.
Yeah.
What was the intent?
Oh, you shifted gears and didn't tell us.
Questions on it.
Any big questions on it? You want to take a minute to look at it?
No.
Okay. All right. I just assumed we were gonna present in January, right? So moving over to old business. What are you looking for, April?
I just want that on what is being presented. On the version.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I just make sure I was clear in my email regarding this, that the first example, the wording you asked last month for me to bring verbiage, so that I've done. First example, as stated, duplicates what was put out in the 2022 verbiage, but I'm using the current amounts that for this coming.
And that's what you have in red.
So that's what's in
So I,
red.
yeah, I just want to make sure that that's clear. The second example is just plain 2022 police millage. So that's theirs. The red is showing you the difference between the two. What we said, what we have stated, obviously, again, I'm using the numbers for the coming millage. So this is the verbiage from the 2022. Does that make sense? It's not so you can see what we said, total amount of both not to exceed.
Mhm.
And they said both for 10 years, whatever, theirs is for 10 years, ours is for 8, but both for
Mhm.
so many years. So I just wanted to show the difference.
in the verbiage. So then the last one is marrying the two. So it shows what it would look like as a draft of this put forward to the consultant. I know you had mentioned wanting to run this maybe to the consultant. It is something he offered, as well as our attorney. And again, I'm still waiting to get some feedback on this, which was sent to our former director to take a look at it. So I guess what I'm asking for tonight is what you would like me to do next with this. What your thoughts are. Well, I think we need to wait for our former director to get back to us, right? Because you asked her to look at it, right? Correct. Okay. I also think it would be in our best interest. The one that was from 2 years ago, right? It was really, we got that from the attorneys. So there's not that much difference as the finance committee talked about. There's not that much difference in what you said for the potential, right? And so I'm assuming that Denise will, have a pretty decent reply on it. However, I also think that it wouldn't hurt to have this consultant look at it. And this is something this board can ask for. That's about one of the only things we can ask him for. The rest has to come through the yes committee. So I personally would like to see what Denise has to say, and then ask this consultant to look at it and pay him for his time to look at it, and then send it back to the attorney. Or should we have our reply from our previous director, then the attorney? Because if we send it to the attorney next and the consultant then changes something, we have to send it back to the attorney again, right?
Okay, so lawyer after Denise
Right.
and I can't remember his name. I can't remember
Dave.
his name. Dave. Have the chance to look at it.
Quarter of operations.
Yes. And I don't remember what he said his fees would be. It wasn't. Oh, was it Jack? Right. Yes. This is mine.
So we're gonna say, as a board, we're good with version 3, the one on the back.
I'm good with version
And send
3.
it out for review. Does Denise have version 3? What did you get her? The whole thing. Okay.
You want me to send this version to Dave
Send this to Dave, yeah.
now? Okay. Do we need to vote on what our maximum is we would spend with this consultant?
No, because I don't know his hourly rate. I remember getting out of the short presentation that we had that altogether, he didn't think it'd be more than a couple $1,000.
With the yes campaign as well.
Yeah. That was what I remember.
I did too.
Okay.
But
So I don't think that there's
I still think that we need to do a vote on not to exceed a certain amount.
Well,
because $2,000 is under $5,000. So I said $2,000 is under $5,000. What number would you?
Well, which is
Oh.
okay, which is true, which April can approve.
Right.
You're right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
No, I needed to hear that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm
No,
under the impression it
So
would not be
April has
something we had to vote on.
we can direct April to spend something too that's under $5,000.
Okay.
Okay.
she can do it on her own accord.
Yes.
Yeah.
She absolutely.
We've already given her that.
Yes,
But-
it's in our
I don't know if
In
it's
our-
in bylaws, but it's our understanding. The policy.
It's under $5,000 for what expense?
any expense.
Any expenditures under 5,000.
Yes. So,
I won't even open that can.
Yeah.
I don't even want to hear it. I'd rather we discuss this.
it doesn't, right,
Right.
it doesn't. So. Right, we've had things that have been under $5,000, and we, as the board, we decided we did not want that money spent, and we did not want to engage with that vendor, and we've said no. Okay, So, I mean, it's been a couple, it's, only, it's been rare, but we have had things that were brought up and things that were brought to the attention of the board about something that was going to be part of a policy, and we said no.
That was my first year.
So, but actually, it came back, it came down to federal law that a lot of people don't know about, right? So, so April, if she's going to implement something new, in the library that's going to affect patrons especially, it has to be brought to the attention of the board. But, because April we've said, okay, we want this, we want to engage this consultant. April she can issue, if it's under $5,000, we can spend that money, but for some, I just kept thinking that we need to have an agreement on what we're gonna do.
Okay.
I mean, we have an agreement we're
I
gonna
think the
use.
agreement we made, what we okayed at the last meeting was, yes, we're gonna use this guy.
Yeah. Okay.
And we didn't have a lot of details as to total cost, but
Mhm.
he gave us a ballpark that I'm assuming we're gonna stick to. And if it gets close to that number, maybe we need to reconvene and say, hey,
Okay.
where are we at on that?
So maybe if I can get some space, so we're actually going to motion something here? in a
I don't
minute?
think we will.
That we are going to, that April's gonna go ahead and send this. Or get response feedback from the previous director, right?
I don't think we have to make a
The
motion.
previous director, I don't think we have to have a motion. We've asked her to please involve the consultant and the previous director, and after their input, we will go to the attorney.
So we're just gonna motion to move this
Um,
forward the consultant then.
If we
Or
feel
no
like we need a.
I think the main motion would be. that
Okay,
we
wait,
use this.
okay. If you look at old business from last month, the board discussed the possibility of hiring consultants. Dave, Mark, Gwendolyn Newton made a motion that library, this is the library millage primary states that we're asking citizens to renew. Okay, so we did not actually make a formal vote that we're going to use this consultant. So we could.
Okay.
So I make a motion that we engage the consultant that was here last month, Dave Forsmark, to review our library millage verbiage.
Okay.
For a second.
And technically, that's really the only thing we can have him do. As
Right.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, as the board
Okay.
asking, not
Yes.
the yes committee, correct.
So,
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm sorry, who seconded?
I did.
Eric did.
Eric did.
Okay.
So you want me to send this as is to?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, let's get his input now.
Sure.
What he states, what former library states back the January meeting?
Yeah.
That what you like?
Yeah, ask him to respond before January, so we have time to.
That would be fabulous.
And then we could,
So my understanding is that after January, then we'll send it to the attorney.
Right.
Okay.
And then that will
yeah,
get
we'll
it, that
fashion
will
it,
get it.
we'll fashion final
Right.
I'm on the same
option
page.
out of there.
So that by the 1st of March, we can
Yeah.
have a millage presented. Verbiage presented. I think we should, by the very latest April, but we really should try to do
Yeah.
it by March.
March.
Okay.
Oh, if we.
Okay, April, is there any updates on the polling location discussion from
Yes.
is it Anthony? Anthony Nobles, yes.
Can we get our generator?
Mm.
Like a kid at Christmas.
Mhm. Well, I don't think they're not gonna need us till 2027.
Yeah,
So,
I don't think so. I think it's next year.
Oh.
It's been years.
I thought we discussed the fact that he said that it probably wouldn't, because it's all pending on that next door.
cause we remember, and when we talked about that, we asked him if our millage being in August is gonna be, and he said, no, it's gonna be after that.
Yeah, we did say that.
Do you think your discussions
Maybe I heard wrong. I just was a little making sure.
I have heard that the elections committee already approved that we're going to the yes, and I said, and I told someone that from the township that, well, the elections committee may have approved it, but this board has to approve what happens here.
Elections committee, please, in the township.
Mhm.
So Anthony Noble has a elections committee within his clerk position.
I think
They've
that's- I think
approved
that's-
This as being,
Mhm. And I said, well, that's really nice, but it won't happen until this board approves it.
well, maybe that we met the requirements.
Could be.
That would be the most.
We're on the list.
Right.
already.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
Next is policy.
Well, are we, oh,
Do we need to do anything?
I would really like to look at this and have, if anybody has any questions, right?
Yeah,
About
there's a
what-
lot to digest there.
I did add the sample phone space layout.
Yes.
Or this way, if they're imagining going this way, and the same applies with the two open doors, so that one and that one, which can be done either way. They could come in through that one and go out that one, or if we could circle them around via stanchions and bring them in this one and out that one. So there's options with that.
Okay. Whatever's the flow is gonna make the most sense to the staff, right?
So, okay, I'm just looking at this diagram. And, because I'm ACDC, OCD. The doors are out of proportion to the room sketch here. Is that right?
Mhm.
Is that what I'm
This
noticing?
is just a sample,
Here's a sample.
Oh, okay, it's not a sample of our,
just a sample.
so this is a sample of things that are required inside.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
And I personally think it's a great idea. And I think we should have somebody stationed right outside. Do you have a library card? Do you have a library card? And I think that it'd be great, if we have people here from the board and do tours. I mean, I think we can really use it as a marketing tool.
Well, I think that since we have this new blue water technology stuff and we had seen other companies that, a stand-up digital sign that you just program, you don't need anybody standing there, get your library card, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I think a personal touch goes along.
Well, sure, once they come in the door, right?
Right,
But-
right. Once they come in, oh yeah, as they're leaving, we wanna, after they voted, we wanna give them a tour and give them some up.
Yeah, but I don't think you can do it while they're in here voting.
No,
It
you
has to
can't.
be-
It has to be out in the lobby. Yes, for sure.
Well, it's not a political thing.
I know, but still,
Yeah, but
You can't still listen.
Right,
yeah, I'm
you can't,
just
you
saying,
can't,
Oh, it's-
pro-
it's
probably
listen-
be cleaner.
that's all, okay.
Keep out of the 100
Um,
feet area.
Okay, so this is what I was concerned about, the space and amenities, Anthony says in the event of a power outage, White Lake Township will ensure the library remains accessible by providing temporary resources such as generator, space heaters, portable restrooms, and any other necessary equipment, and that was my biggest concern.
So the only thing when you bring that up about the generator, so for a portable generator to be hooked up, first of all, you have to have the means to just literally simply hook it up.
Mhm.
It's not that simple. We don't have the infrastructure there to put in the proper power cord or cords to do it. So it should be a
I think we're
concern.
gonna have our generator installed I think we're gonna have our generator installed before we have an election. We
You
have
know
to
something I
set
don't?
that.
Well, I'm
Well, it's
hoping,
on the list for next year.
yes, I hope it happens.
Let's hope the building committee can get off their butts and get that done.
Well, that should just be one though. What I mentioned should
Yeah.
be something we should just, it has to happen for a generator to work. We don't have.
Yeah.
it. Okay.
All right,
We might have to say, I don't know that we have the right outlet. I mean, do you need something other than a regular outlet?
oh, yes,
Yeah.
Or generator?
for sure. But if Anthony says he's gonna take care of it, I'm on.
Generator they would bring would be larger than anything you would use in your home.
Oh, for
Okay,
sure.
okay.
So
Um,
they have.
and as he said, they haven't had that kind of catastrophe today.
Right.
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
But there's always a first time, and he's addressing this, and I thought it was gonna actually be more of a memo of understanding.
Yeah,
Right. That we both, that
say
we,
it's great, but the board's looking for a memo of understanding.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and, you know, the first part is fine, right?
What I could do, is I can simply, I mean, if
Right.
you want to approve it, I can simply go back and say, this is fine, but please add in areas for
Signatures, right, absolutely.
and then we can sign. So
Okay.
So pending the revision of the form. Right, is this it right here?
Yeah, these first two pages, right?
Our agreement?
This can make
The
this,
library will have some issues working around.
Not at all, that's, no. And like I said, I do have experience with it at my previous library, so.
yeah,
I think we need to turn it to overview. That's right.
absolutely. And just, and we'll have Carrie sign it and he can sign it and I'm much happier with that and date it and.
Okay.
Parking lot in your entrance are the biggest issues. This room is really not that big of a problem. It's what happens outside there, logistics, parking, flow.
Right.
It doesn't.
It's just gonna be one day, and my biggest issue was, you know, are we on the hook for power if, you know, so that was my biggest issue. Okay.
I don't see anything in my packet about section 5 policy. Moving on to the next item.
But,
Am I missing it?
Oh, with it, we need a motion for this, or we?
oh, you know what, we need a motion.
You want that
Oh,
motion?
you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I would like to make a motion that we return the review that Anthony sent to us for the millage, to him to have this turned into a memorandum of understanding with spaces for signatures on both parties.
You mean election?
Yeah, I took
I'm sorry.
Our second
I have a
is
second.
when? All in favor? Okay, 5 yes votes. All right.
And that is, you're approving it.
We're approving it
Per
Pending, yes.
pending a memo of understanding, yes, pending signatures. So. Jen, for update the patron behavior policy, as we talked about in the policy, that is still gonna
You're
be,
still working on it?
yes,
Okay, all right.
through January.
So we're just, do we have to note in the minutes we tabled it or not?
we do just make a motion real quick, Stone. Well, so I move that we put the updated 5A patron behavioral policy onto January's agenda under old business.
Seconded.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
I,
Okay, 5 yes votes. All right. Moving on to new business. Policy committee is still on the hook.
So there is the new addendum to the special services and services section for Idea Lab 2G. Have updated it, so there's now a waiver and release of liability agreement. Anything else you'd add, Gwen or April?
No, just the fact that a lot of things were like, listed individually, but we have so many fabrication and equipment and printing equipment now, we just consolidated it.
Okay.
Okay, instead of putting each one of them.
So C is cover all those, that's what that is?
Yes.
Okay,
this is, yeah, it's. Changed to 2G idea. That's, I just put that in there. I wanted you to be aware of that. This waiver goes with this policy.
okay.
Right. So, you know, so people, if they set themselves on fire, which we hope they wouldn't, right? They sign an agreement.
Okay.
Okay.
Sit on a bench and it breaks. I'm sorry.
When you can do a selfie or get a picture taken?
I, it was like it was a mess.
Okay.
Okay. So, I make a motion that we,
Can I ask a question? before we
yes,
do?
absolutely.
So can somebody just give me a quick 2-3 sentence summary? On this, of what we're
Okay,
you're gonna make a motion on.
So this is our special services and special collections. We have added a waiver of liability release. This is new.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it?
Yes, and we've never had anybody sign a waiver before, and we want them to sign a
I'm
waiver.
good.
We have so much equipment in there now that is really expensive, and so much equipment that could be used incorrectly and be broken, or someone could get hurt.
Which is really what the waiver's for. if
Right.
I'm getting hurt.
Right, so like, we have tools that you can check out now. You know, somebody decides that they're gonna take a hammer and, make a mistake and hammer their thumb,
Okay.
it's not our fault,
Right.
right?
Thank you.
Okay.
Is this signed then at checkout?
We're figuring out the process.
Okay.
It's the first part just to get it approved. and
Okay.
then-
So, because like
If
hotspots,
they're working on something with the help of one of the employees, would they still sign this?
That's what we're gonna.
That's part of new policy
Yeah,
too.
we're gonna
okay, because I think they should.
figure out that too.
I think if they're a
I thought that
recipient,
was our intent.
if they're a recipient or beneficiary of what they're producing, I think they should be at that.
Yeah, I think that was the policy committee's.
Because
intent.
what happens if I'm helping you as a library staff member and I hand you the printout thing and it's hot
Right.
And you burn yourself.
and
or
you burn
something.
yourself?
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Or
Okay.
it's ball and it goes through your throat as you walk out the door. All
So
the terrible things that can happen to you.
when you were making a motion to,
I'm making a
All that final
motion
destination stuff.
to accept the new waiver and release liability agreement for the Idea Lab Library of Things lending program.
I'll second that.
okay, all in favor?
Hi,
Aye.
Okay, 5 yes votes.
So I do have one quick question though. Is this gonna be separate from the hotspot one we have today?
Yes.
Okay, because it must say something a little different.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
We have a waiver to
For the hotspot?
sign in on the hotspot.
Oh, yeah.
It's an agreement.
It's an agreement.
Oh,
Like how do we learn?
It's an agreement that
User agreement.
I'm not gonna abuse it and
That's used.
stuff on it. and-
Cool.
I agreed to bring it back.
Oh, you
Like,
actually
yeah,
check it out?
So like I checked out a hotspot today for 2 weeks.
No kidding, free of charge?
Yes. These are gold.
Yeah, I know.
how does she search the dark web?
Wow, I need to actually use my
When we
library.
were interviewing, when we were interviewing for a new director, I had very limited, access to the internet. And I was traveling and we were doing a lot of, interviews, like preliminary interviews, right? So, I used my hotspot because I was traveling to take care of an elderly, relative and their internet wasn't that great at the time. And I never had a problem.
There you go.
This is absolutely wonderful. And Becky uses it. She
I'm so
travels a lot
glad
with her
my
family.
phone worked as a hotspot for my laptop
Yeah.
today. 'Cause
Uh-huh.
I did our strategic planning meeting on my job site at, by the way, I left there at 11 PM, so.
And I can tell you, I've watched a Packer game in the car on the way to Wisconsin using this hotspot and it worked great.
So as cars moving.
Somebody else will drive.
Yeah, somebody else is right.
Yeah.
I'm just like Packer game instead of listening to it on video.
Nice.
They're wonderful. And we used to only do them for a week. Now we do them for 2 weeks. It's fabulous. Actually, on your suggestion. Before
Well, we
you
had it
got
for
board.
2 weeks, then we changed it to 1 week.
Right.
Then I requested that change back to 2 weeks.
And it was really hard if you took it out on a Friday and you were gonna be gone over 2 weekends to
Mhm.
use it. So anyway, you learn something new every day, William.
So April, the budget amendments are not reconciling accounts yet, right? Because the year's not over and we don't have totals.
First of the budget amendments.
Yeah.
As we see how things. I wanted to get these big ones done because these are the ones that are going to get fun.
Mm-hmm.
So this is from 980. That's why I gave you the, I met with finance committee and they were, what are you trying to do?
I was like, what? It's me.
Hi.
It took me a while.
So
Uh-huh.
they kind of looked at me like, huh? So I gave you 2 extra sheets. So I gave you the budget as approved last year. It's
Mhm.
25.
Yeah.
And I kind of highlighted in red. So if you look, you'll see 980, which is
On the back.
That's the first thing you learn. So all the funds, that 47.5 that's in there. That has to sweat to all the different funds that were used to purchase the gift fund items or the live sponsorship items.
Yeah.
So that we can fix those funds so that they're not potentially over, or if they're over, I mean, sometimes they can be over, but they're not gonna be over as much as if we did touch them. So that's the 90. The other thing on here is the formation of a new fund, 988, and that is for the website development. And we've had conversations about that, capitalizing the development of the website, and that was recommended to us. And so starting 988 for that, and you don't see 988 on next year, so it's really just for this year. Because this is the year that we developed the website.
Right. We don't have to approve this, do we?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, for audit purposes.
Okay, but
Yes.
why are we doing it now and not in January when we do the rest of the budget?
Because it will help us to kind of clear and look one more time at final numbers.
So
make
none of
sure-
these are gonna change. These are all spent and there's nothing else to be spent.
There may be a little bit more, like I said. with
But it would come
down
up in
to
the, it would come up in January then? So you're just trying to get ahead of it?
Right.
Okay. All right, I just didn't understand the
Yeah.
time. All
Yeah,
right,
and you can
So
see,
actually, I want to ask you about that. So what do you mean there's maybe a little bit more?
as we see final numbers, final books, get purchased, materials get purchased, we may want to move, say, something from like adult books to, and we would have to do a budget amendments for this, to like
Right.
Libby. So. we want to-
But it doesn't have anything to do with and I thought not the gift fund though, right?
No, this is,
Okay.
tonight's is just the gift fund.
I think that was your question. Is anything in this gift fund going to change?
Yeah.
Okay,
okay.
and I
So
thought it
this is-
wasn't.
So this is all known, not
This
changing.
is set numbers.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
You're not coming back in January and asking to redo this. I didn't think so.
You're not gonna say, oh, so-and-so went to a conference, I need another $100. It's set. Okay, all right.
Not out of the gift fund.
There's something about conferences.
Yes, training and conferences. So $528 from the gift fund balance.
Is going to cover the expenses incurred.
Yes,
And April is saying no one else is getting training. That number's set.
Right.
from the gift
From
fund.
the
Yeah,
gift fund.
Right.
We could
Yes.
choose to cover it a different way.
We would choose to cover it a different way.
All righty.
This is just the money that's in the gift fund, that 47.5.
Mhm.
How that money is going to be spent and moved over to the correct accounting number.
Right. Okay, I
Okay.
got you.
Excuse me, are we gonna make any real quick decisions in the next 2 minutes? I really have to excuse
We
myself.
could,
Oh, for sure. We can,
Be right
we can
back.
take a 2-minute break, right? Right, President?
Sure.
As long as you don't vote on, but we can fill in.
Okay, that's for you.
No, because we're not really stopping the meeting. We're just,
It took me a while to figure out what April was asking for.
well, I just was
So-
like, are we sure these numbers aren't changing? And if
Right.
she, and if they did change, we would just talk about it in January, right?
Total patrons for this year, as it now is 9,454.
9454.
What's that?
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Total patrons.
Oh, we're just under 10. Okay.
so let's have a goal to meet 10 next year. I know. Right.
When do they expire?
Which is really nice because then we know,
That they're-
right, they're less than 3 years, they're 3 to less years old, right? So you're not having something that's not true. I mean, I think it's a good marker to know what, how many people are really using the library, right?
Yeah.
Like mine just got renewed. I walked in here and,
Did your card not work and then you had to go renew it
Um,
or?
I think I needed to check something out with the circulation instead of myself,
Mhm.
and she checked it then.
Oh, okay.
Or did it flag me? If your card expires before your items, like you're checking out a 21 day, your card expires in 14 days, it will let you know. It's a 21 day your card. So I might have had something that was going to go through January,
Okay.
right? And I got an email that said my card needed to be renewed in December,
Okay.
so. No idea on this. You'll get an email. I got an email. Doesn't seem like it's been that long ago since it was updated, though, that it was 3 years.
Oh,
Leave it
oh,
there.
thank you.
So, April, when we make this,
What's over there?
motion, what is the total?
Okay.
Is the total that's moving this 31,829.68?
Correct.
And that includes, and does that include budget amendment 1 and 2?
Thank you, Brandy.
No, this is all of your fund. This is not.
Thank you. That's just, thank you. Okay, all right.
One thing I'll draw attention to too, if you're looking at the gift fund amount spent by fund number. This is a great suggestion by Glenn Laughter, which see how it affects each of the cost center areas. So you'll see how much goes to supplies, how much to services, and finally to capital outlay. Which is-
What's this over here?
That's my own notes,
Okay,
yes. That's just the total, you see the 16004?
yeah, okay,
Total,
got it.
that I needed to.
Okay.
Okay.
So what did I miss?
Nothing.
Good.
We have 9,454
We had a cookie break.
patrons.
That's what you missed.
What was that?
9,454 patrons.
Township patrons?
Yes,
Or-
Like
Yes.
library patrons.
library patrons at this time, at this,
Okay.
and I think there's
Amy was able to look it up.
30, is it 33? 30? Right, so we're right at 30%, right? Right, 130.
Is that good?
It's
Well, obviously, but I didn't know where it just, it's relative to other, okay, good.
It's sort of weighed against the demographics and locations and whether you're in a city or a district or.
That and not every, so for instance, some libraries renew yearly, some renew every 3 years like us. Some don't expire their cards. So there's some libraries you look at, oh, they have 50-60% of the library. How is that possible? It's there's different reasons, so it's kind of hard to compare.
Kind of like dead people who vote.
Yeah, sort of, really.
We're cleaning up the rules.
I do know a couple libraries that never frame the rules,
Okay.
so they could have people that, passed away 75 years ago.
Moved away or.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay, so, so gift fund to, all right. Okay. Are there any other questions on this one?
I don't.
What are we being asked to do?
So
Okay.
I guess
We were just getting ready to vote when we had a pause.
So I'll make a motion to approve the budget amendments as presented from Fund 980 to the appropriate funds.
Okay, second.
I would second.
Eric. All in favor?
Aye.
Carrie?
Oh, I.
Okay, 5 yes votes.
That was 980, right?
That's not able to
Okay.
gift fund, and that's really moving the gift money into the appropriate accounts.
William said
Yeah,
yes, didn't he?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you want to do the other one too?
What's the other one?
The website.
The last one that was
Oh, okay.
transferring the money for the website.
I make a motion to approve the fund to move $19,500 from Fund 804 to Fund 988 for website development.
I will second that.
Okay, Glenn, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 5 yes votes.
So technically, we can all write in that number, right?
Yes,
Right?
Mhm.
Have a read if anybody wants it.
I'm not. Oh, yeah. So we're not even gonna have it on the books next year? I'm not sure we should.
Shouldn't we?
Mm,
We were told to capitalize the development. That's being, it's.
I
if you look at the
agree.
Capitalization policies we've been looking at, they've been mentioned,
Mhm.
mentioned. that.
Right, so 988 is gonna stay.
Well, but we're not developing. We're done developing.
Is there a fund for maintenance?
Yes, but you know, okay, you know more about accounting than I do. I'm thinking that. I'm not sure we can just not have, once we create it, that it just wrote, we
It
can,
would, I think it would just kind of sit there and.
yeah, I don't think you can remove it. I think your auditors will, you can ask the auditor. Yes, yes, absolutely. And I think that I think we'd actually have to vote to remove it. And I don't know if we should. Auditing purpose wise, I think once you create it and it's entered, I think it's. I'm not an accountant, but I'm pretty sure you can't just.
To add that
Mm.
and bring 2026 back.
And you could ask Joe, but I'm almost, the auditors aren't going to like us having
They're gone.
an account number for 1 year and all of a sudden it's gone.
What if you did website development later on again?
Yeah, that's what.
For sure.
I would-
The account's there, right?
Yeah, I would
To
leave
build
it
it
and leave it.
As long as the
for now.
journalists had the note.
Works, leave that.
Yeah, I don't think we can just add and delete account numbers without. Okay,
So next on the agenda is board officers for next year. Is there any officer that wants out or wants to not serve next year? And if that answer is no, then are there any officers that want to pursue um, a position that is currently filled by somebody? At which point we would vote, do you want A or B?
well, I think oh, yeah, if there's two people that would,
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to be treasurer 1 more year.
That's all you got, Becky, one more
Okay.
year.
And I will.
So good learning vice first 3 years.
Unless.
Yeah, right?
So I'll be a signer for a year and I can work out with Glenn, so.
Actually, we need to vote on that as well,
And
on
what?
signers.
Oh, signers?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
I didn't-
and what did you say?
I didn't see,
I'm perfectly willing to be vice president again, unless there's someone else who'd rather be,
so
in which case we'd have to vote.
And you?
I was telling April, I'm feeling better. When I wake up in the morning, I'm 80% sure I'm gonna be able to do everything I said I was gonna do, including going to meetings. So I'm feeling better about that. And if you're gonna stay, I'll stay.
Yeah.
All on you.
I'm excited.
Okay.
So we do need to vote though for each.
The vote to
One?
keep the
Yeah.
current calendar of,
Yeah, and well, what about?
Carrie, would you like to ask someone else to be the secretary or are you happy with?
Still learning.
Okay,
So I can make a nice little motion.
okay,
Okay.
so
So-
who's gonna make the motion?
Yeah, so I move that we accept the slate of officers to remain the same as
Okay.
the previous year.
Okay, for 2026,
I will second.
Eric's second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All
That
right,
made it
thank you,
easy.
William.
Pretty quick.
Thank you, that's true. But one thing that's not on here for new business is signers.
Yeah, I.
Each one.
Just to I'll make a motion to amend the.
But I'm trying to think if we had signer changes since you've been here.
You have.
Well, I came,
We had to have changed signers.
I think
and
I came.
I know
on as a signer.
I know we added Carrie last year and we had to have
Yeah,
approved.
you were a signer when I started it.
Am I still a signer?
Yes, you signed checks.
Okay,
Yeah,
You've signed checks this year when I haven't been
I
here.
know, but I thought that we recently changed that.
No, we're going to tonight.
Oh, okay,
because that's what teach to the bank.
right. So I'm like, oh, and it has to be in the minutes.
Nothing
They
changed.
need the minutes.
We are
They're changing
changing.
signers.
Changing signers.
We are.
So the finance committee will all be the signers.
Yes, we are adding Becky to sign checks and we're removing,
They're kicking
Jen.
me off.
Yes,
It's okay.
yeah,
Who's the third then?
Carrie.
Sure.
Okay,
So
Just
it'll
make
be
sure.
another year of going to every bank and re-signing all the.
yay, how exciting.
So make sure we cover it under the agenda. Motion to amend the current agenda for tonight under new business to add library check signers under new business below board officers vote.
Before you go ahead, that you technically don't have to approve a change in the agenda because you can add stuff to new business.
Okay,
Just
that's
like,
a good point.
because these are things we knew about,
Right.
Okay,
not necessarily something that somebody was bringing on top of it. So
Got it.
I,
Okay.
the motion is to add it to new
Yes.
business.
Yes,
Yep.
So you add yes, the motion is to add it to new
yes,
business,
correct.
to have bank signers,
Bank signers.
financial institution signers.
We'll need a second.
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
Aye.
And then I'm going to make a
Five yes.
motion when Carrie's ready.
For Carrie.
Round and round.
You know.
Okay, you go ahead, cause I'll wordsmith that one again.
Okay, so I'm going to make a motion to add Becky, I actually should say Rebecca Nat. Because that's got to be in the minutes. So I make a motion to add Rebecca Knapp as an authorized signer to all financial institution accounts. And remove President Jennifer Schultz as a signer on all financial institution accounts.
Okay, who's gonna
I'll
second that? Eric? And all in favor?
Aye.
Sounded like 5 yes votes.
I think we did this one time and we didn't document the person's full name. And Genesis didn't like it.
Oh, they needed to see the minute approval.
Yes.
Yeah, they need. a
Oh, we
copy
have
of
to
the
take the minute
minutes.
approvals to all of these.
But because I
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
you said Becky.
Right, they would, Genesis would not, we have a couple banks that wouldn't do it.
That's cool.
Right.
I think I said at the beginning that policy book is going to be a crash course as we go, because I'm not spent time reading the policy.
During the process.
That would be a different story. Who wants me off one of the other committees?
Yeah,
Does
so,
anybody want to change any committee assignments?
I'm good where I stand.
Good, we're all on 2 or 3,
Yeah.
so. Okay,
okay. So,
Motion to maintain committee assignments for 2026 as they stand in 2025.
I second that.
okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, 5 yes votes. All right. I just had that back. You made it and Bill seconded there, right? You seconded, William?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Mhm.
5 yes. All righty. And so we don't have any announcements, do we? That we need to add in there? Who would like to have the honor of adjourning the last meeting?
Oh, motion to adjourn?
Yeah,
Second,
all in favor?
7:59.
All right.
Love it. Nice. 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 Nice.